Right, folks, number one in a new feature. I'm always looking for an angle, always looking for a way to maybe get more views, more likes, maybe more subscribers and all that palaver without actually asking. So, somebody came up with an idea the other day. I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. What I'm going to do on a weekly basis, once a week, and this is the first one today, I'm going to do a channel recap of what I've put out there the previous week. And I'm going to pick 5, 6, 7, 8 videos that I think might be worth folk rewatching. Not rewatching, watching. That'll be you folk that only watch one kind of video or a blinker to watch just this or just that. I'm going to pick 5 or 6 videos, if I can find that many that is, that I think are reasonably interesting or funny or of the time or whatever it may be. And I've picked 5 or 6 out this week that I'm going to show you in a minute. Now, I'll be honest with you, the input this last 7 days is probably the lowest it's ever been on the channel. I've probably in 7 days put out the equivalent of what I would normally put out in 3 days. And it's nothing to do with work or life or anything like that. It's just that there's been very little to cover. Today it's looking like I'm only going to put 5 or 6 out. Sometimes I can put 12 or 13 out in a day. It's just very quiet at the moment. Why, I don't know. I've looked at all the sources to go to, but I can't find much there. So I'm going to give you, how many is there? Bear with me a sec. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 to have a look at. These have been released between the 13th, which was the Monday, and yesterday, which I think was the 19th. There's also one I'm doing today that I think is worth watching for its comedic value. I think, well, I don't know, comedic's probably wrong. I'm probably bumming myself up a bit too much there, but there's one coming out later about our old friend Kerry that's worth having a look at, I think. But I'm going to mention that on next week's anyway. But yeah, ones that I've put out since the 13th last week, these are the ones that I think are worth having a look at again. I've scrolled through everything I've done, and I thought, well, these are the better ones. These are the ones worth looking at, and I'll hold them up so I'll do it the same every week. There you go. So if you want to, you can freeze that. Nobody might be interested in having a look at these, but you never know, they might be. And there's all different things. Now, the first one is, all you have to do is go in the search bar of the channel. Search bar of the channel. The top one said Charlie Lawson. So if you type in Charlie Lawson and look to the 14th of May, because I may have done something in the past about Charlie Lawson. I think I did about 8 or 10 months ago. Look for the 14th of May. That's the video. They're all only 2 to 3, 4 minutes long maximum. The next one on the 15th was Next Manchester United Manager. The first one with Charlie Lawson is sort of a wee bit funny, but it's true. It's not a joke one. The second one is true. It's obviously the search for the next Manchester United manager. The third one on the 17th of this month is Eddie Izzard. Just type Eddie Izzard in. There's a lot about Eddie Izzard. Look for the one released on the 17th of May. Again, it's true, but funny at the same time, but weird at the same time, because I just can't understand the old Eddie thing at the moment. And I think if you watch the video, I think many of you will feel the same. But watch it, tell me what you think, because I don't understand quite what's happening. Also, 17th, Jurgen Klopp. I think he says Jurgen Klopp, a legend, but if you just type Jurgen Klopp in and you look for the one released on the 17th, that's the one that I believe is probably worth looking at. Also on the 17th, Jimmy James. Jimmy James was a soul singer. You may or may not know him. I think it's worth having a look at. It might open a few people's eyes to who he was and what he did. And the last one on the 19th, which was yesterday, I did 2 about the Fury Usyk fight. The second one, Fury Usyk, a great fight. That I believe is worth looking at. It mentions the 2 press conferences. If you've not seen them, there's snippets from the Fury press conference and the Usyk one. And it tells you all you need to know about them both as fighters and as people. And it probably explains in itself why Usyk won the fight and Fury never. And that's it. So if you want to have a look at those, folks, have a look at those. See what you think. If you like them, great. Thumbs up them if you like them. Share them with anybody if you want to. Or just tell me I'm wrong about any of them. Just have a look at them and say, no, you're wrong about them. I go out on a Monday night from about 6 till about 10. I normally have a feature, at most nights at 7 o'clock, called The Scores on the Doors. It's a struggle to do on a Monday night because the scores aren't always in. So that's going to be a Monday night video I'm going to do for every Monday night. That'll be out 7 o'clock tonight, that. And all being well, on a weekly basis at 7 on a Monday, we're going to review what was on the channel the previous week. All right, folks, only 4.5 minutes. That's not too bad.